You've gone out and helped so many people with their health and their well-being, but I have observed in you a whole nother aspect of your purpose, which is that you do have an incredible ability to encourage people and to offer them a systematic way to really, once they're healthy and happy, to help them really fulfill their life's purpose. And that's not just through being healthy. I mean, you have so many other things that you do for people. I know you see somebody and you don't even care if they purchase one of your systems or products or whatever the case may be, but I've watched you see a talent in someone and a passion that they have, and that you have the ability to, as even a gift many times, just to sit with somebody and to give them ideas of the way that they can fulfill their life's purpose. And I think that is something incredible I've seen in you that really defines the successful person that you are.
That's interesting that you share that, because I guess that's probably where I'm least aware of what I do, because
I've watched you do that in rooms of hundreds of people, and people gravitate to you. Honestly, I don't think it's because they want to just feel better for their health. I mean, that is the initial thing that people hear about what you do, but it's really because I have watched quite a few entrepreneurs who are struggling to find their way, see you at an event and you spend a few minutes with them or 10 minutes or have a lunch or whatever the case may be, and you can completely shift them into a place where they are so enthusiastic and they have this faith in what they can go out and achieve. And I think that's a whole nother level of service that you're providing to people. And obviously you want them to be healthy so they can enjoy it, but you're transforming people's lives on every single level. And
you're making me think about what success, if you had to define success. Being able to make the money for how you live, so you have the freedom to give from the heart without any expectation. And that's where success really would be. And you're helping me realize, that's nice. Because I'm not even conscious of that quite often. You hear after the fact, and I used to say, God lets me hear years later how much I affected someone in a positive way.
But I've watched you do that with people where there is not necessarily going to be any benefit to you, but it's just an entrepreneur who has something they're very passionate about, and you are mentoring and spending your personal time to do whatever you can to encourage and support that person to be successful, and you're very effective at doing that. And I've watched you do that at events where people are there to learn in that way, and it's really beautiful to see. So yeah, the definition of success of Fred Van Liew, not just about eWater, which is of course an amazing company, but I think that's where people respond to you on such a high level, is that in every single area of your being, you're just one of those people that has a gift. It's a God-given gift for people to be around you as a leader and bring the best out of them, and as an encourager to have them walk away from you and kind of go, I can do that. Wow, and you have so much faith. You have more faith in them than many times they have in themselves. And so when they walk away from you, they feel empowered to go and achieve all the things they've ever desired. And if they're unhealthy and they can get their health in a better place, then they can really obviously go and do that. So it's beautiful.
Maybe you should put a warning in there that I don't always do that in the gentlest way possible.
But you know what?
You ask me a question.
I know.
I'm going to give you a direct answer.
Yep.
And you don't have to accept it, but don't ask the same question again, I tell people. Next question. The people that ask a question or ask for help and then listen and decide to implement or not, that's fine. They're going to get a straight answer from me.
Yep.
I've always been that way. I have a relationship with Kevin Trudeau that came from the fact that whenever he would ask something, he got it straight from me. And if I wasn't trying to be, that's just how I was.
Listen,
and there was
I think
never
people...
expectation in return. What can he do for me?
Right.
Where it was years later that I realized, I was made aware of most people, it was always, what can he do for them? What can he do for them? And I remember Ben Kinchlow, evangelist, a wonderful, wonderful man. But he's an amazing man. And he more than once in a public appearance would say, Fred Van Liew is the only person that did what he said he'd do with me or for me, and he never used me for his benefit. And I really was humbled by that, because my respect for Ben is huge. A man who can speak his mind, and yet always from that love. But
Right.
I mean, but definitely, he'd speak it and you could feel it. It's powerful, but just lives, the truth. Really.
But that is one thing that I've witnessed in you in the short period of time that I've known you, but I've watched you really give without any expectation. It's like that's what you are, is you're a giver. And I said you're very direct about it, but it's at the heart of you having that ability to bring the best out of somebody, not only in their health, but just in their life. And so, I mean, I think it's awesome that you've had a chance to manifest, and every single person watching us has the opportunity to live that type of a life. They just have to sometimes get the either negative influences or negative thought patterns or the unhealthy patterns that they're running out of the way, so that they can live a life like that. And you and I both, I mean, we have the opportunity to really not work for a living because we do what we love. And in that we are truly, truly blessed. So anyway, it's just been such a joy to spend time with you. And I'm so excited that everybody gets a chance to know you on a different level, who you really are at the core. And I think that this time we've spent in this interview really helps people to understand the incredible person that you are, and why they feel that connection to you so immediately, because you're quite special, and you're really a true testimony to what every person has the opportunity to do in this country.
Can I make you president of my fan club? No. This has been truly one of the most comfortable, if not the most comfortable interviews. I just call it a conversation, is actually how it's felt that I've ever had. I mean, you really are a joy to talk to. And, of course, anyone who's going to say all those nice things, what can I say? But really, thank you very much. And if this helps people move forward with their health,
Right.
I really appreciate what you've done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I do. And I think it will really help people to understand and feel, I think knowing you better gives people an opportunity to really just let go of, even if they don't understand all, like I say, all the details of how it works. They know that it works, and they get to know your heart and your integrity and your commitment, and feel just that safety and confidence that this man's got my back. You know what I mean? He definitely has my best interest at heart in every single way, so that they can move forward, through any fear or doubt they may have, and just take the steps, so they can feel as good as they can physically, and then go out and do, what really their destiny is to do during their lifetime. So,
Excellent.
thank you so much for spending this time, Mr.
Thank you,
Van Liew.
Perry. Appreciate you.